Welcome, my ever-evolving, amplifying high sensitives, to today's bit of down-to-earth spirituality with me, Heidi Connolly, the Celestial Professor. If you feel moved by what you hear today, please like, share, and subscribe so other HSPs like you and me can shift into high gear and uplift the world together. Today, our focus is something I call the great paradox. The great paradox of being human is that the more you evolve spiritually, the easier becoming human becomes. It might not sound like a big deal, but just think about it. I mean, you gotta love it. That the way to becoming a happier camper as a human being is to develop that side of you that's beyond human, beyond things, beyond therapy, beyond thought. How trippy is that? You really got to appreciate that the only way to get to a spiritually inclined place inside yourself, you need to get into that zone of silence where you enter thoughtless awareness. It's like Maxwell Smart's cone of silence. I know I'm dating myself hugely, but if any of you remember Get Smart, the TV show, that was a real thing in those days. And watching that stupid glass cone of silence come down to protect confidentiality seemed pretty funny. Anyway, the point is that if you've gone beyond thought, when you've gone beyond thought, when you return to the, quote, real world, you feel it's actually a little easier to be the human that you are. At least that's the way it feels to me. That's why I call it the great paradox. See, it's like this. Every time I meditate, before I get anywhere near or close to that place without thought, what I have to do is to get there is to focus not on what I'm thinking, but what my body is feeling. So I take steps to focus my mind on the things I'm feeling. So I'm not trying to not think about something. I'm trying to feel physically. In other words, somatically in my body to get there. I focus on feeling my jaw relax. I focus on feeling my eyelids sink inward. I focus on feeling my neck and my shoulders settle. I feel. And then my mind starts doing its usual thing. It jabbers away, usually a running commentary about whatever it is that I'm noticing, that my body is feeling. And then judgmental commentary on the fact that I've entered into commentary. Today is a perfect example. There I am trying to meditate, and all I can think about is that I'm trying to meditate, and that I don't have that much time this morning to meditate before I need to start doing the things I need to do. It's crazy, right? It's so crazy. So what do? In my mind, I tell myself to focus on my body, which again feels like a paradox since I'm trying to get away from all that supposed worldly stuff. Okay. Anyway, that works for a second or two. And then I start thinking about how tight my neck feels. Pretty soon, I am dying to shift my position and give my neck a good crack. I fight the feeling for a while, but pretty soon it's all I can think about, right? So eventually, and thinking about how much time I've wasted, I give in and move around and crack my neck. Now I feel better. Now I can get back to meditating, right? And so it goes. What does all this have to do with the great paradox? Okay. One, the thing I want is to feel happier as a human. 2, the thing I've learned is that the only way to feel happier as a human is to connect with my higher self. Source, God, the infinite, the quiet, whatever you call it, it's the spiritual side of me. Or really, I should say, the real being that is me, the beingness of me. The thing that's changed over time, and this is number 3, is that even on days like today, when getting beyond thought seems impossible, I end up appreciating how good it feels to be on this path of conscious awareness and to come out of that state of being feeling inspired, which actually led to my jumping on and creating this video for you. So I guess you'd have to say that the great paradox of being human, that is spirit in a biodegradable human suit, is really made up of many paradoxes, all of which are opportunities, or as I like to say, opportunities for my own evolution. And if there's one thing I know, it's that the more I evolve, the more the planet evolves, which makes me happy. Yay! Woohoo! So that does it for today's installment of Down to Earth Spirituality from the Celestial Professor. You can find links to reach me below if you're interested in purchasing any of my books or private intuitive mediumship sessions with me. I love to connect with people on the other side. You know, their loved ones have amazing messages they want to share. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And don't forget to like and subscribe so we can share our awesome awakening to uplifting the planet by being the brilliant HSPs we are. Thank you. I'll see you next time on The Celestial Professor.